got a great little video for you today. My oldest son, just finished driver's ed. Idaho's one of those weird states you can take driver's ed when you're 14 and a half and be driving by the time you're 15. It's crazy. You get your learner's permit, and if you're a farm kid, you can be driving out on the farm when you're 10 or 12 years old. But anyhow, I bought a little car from auction. I'll show you here in a minute. You got to do some work on it. And also, I was walking through the dollar store the other day, and I thought, well, I wonder if I could put together a little toolkit, throw in this car from stuff at the dollar store. I had to go to a couple different dollar stores because Dollar Tree, because they didn't all have the same stuff. But I got some items. I'll show you the little kit that I put together, and then stay tuned for the joke at the end. So this is our sweet new ride, 2005 Oldsmobile. This guy over here finished driver's ed back in December, and we bought this on an auction. About $1,800. It's I think it's got 160,000 miles on it. Used cars are expensive right now, dang it. But we're gonna get it cleaned out, it needs an oil change, and probably a tune-up, but it did come with a full tank of gas, so I guess that's something, although the windshield's cracked and we got to replace that. My cat's been walking all over the car, and it does have that V6 in it, 3800 Series 2. If I can open the hood here. That's a good engine. It should last a long time, even though it's got quite a bit of miles on it. But that's our project for today.
A few moments later.
So here's my little dollar store toolkit that I put together for my kid's car. Like I mentioned, we, just bought him a car. He's getting ready to get his driver's license. And so we were fixing up the car. And then I was at the dollar store the other day and saw a couple tools there. And I thought, hey, man, I wonder if I could put together a cheap toolkit for a vehicle. I bought all this stuff for probably a little under 20 bucks. It would have been even less, except that they recently raised their prices to $1.25. So anyways, here's what I got. First off is the container. They had some other plastic containers there that felt kind of cheap, and they actually had a little black bass backpack, but felt like it was just going to fall apart. So this actually felt pretty sturdy, and all I needed was something to store everything in. So inside, got some long cable ties. They're pretty light duty. They're not going to hold long term, but might get you through. Got a lighter in there in case you needed to heat something up or start a fire. Little Allen key set. I actually thought that was a decent deal for the dollar store, $1.25, and you got several different sizes of Allen keys there, Allen wrenches. Best deal I thought was the paracord. You get I don't even remember, I think 10 yards of paracord there. Good if you needed to tie something, lash something up. He has a first aid kit already, but throw some extra band-aids in there just because they had them. Some bungee cords. The cords on these actually feel pretty decent, pretty strong. I think it's the hooks that'll probably fail. So in case you needed to hold something on temporarily, I think they would do the trick, as long as it wasn't too heavy. Microfiber towels. Inside I've got some tools wrapped up there. They had a little pocket knife there for $1.25, but honestly I thought the razor blade would be easier to keep sharp than that cheap Chinese stainless knife. And it did come with an extra set of blades. Guess I should wrap that over there. Oh, well, I got this little flashlight, disposable little flashlight, in case you needed a light. Maybe your cell phone's not working. There was this other tool. This was the closest thing they had to sockets there. It does have several sizes of socket in there and some screwdrivers. Try to see what size, if it says what size this is. Kind of hard to get out. The biggest is a 5/16. Not bad. And then, of course, you gotta have, every mechanic has to have some duct tape. If you can't fix it with duct tape or a hammer, you got an electrical problem. And then some electrical tape, in case you need to tape some wires back up. So all in all, I mean, it's for 20 bucks, something to throw in your trunk of your car, give you a few extra tools. Obviously, I carry a tool bag around in my truck that's got my tools in it, but this is a good starter set. Now, these pliers are really cheap. This bolt comes loose. So what I'm going to do is put a little Loctite on there to keep that from working itself loose, because it's not staying otherwise. But the screwdrivers feel decent. Who knows how long the tips will last. But you've got this stuff in case of an emergency. You've got a few little tools here that you could maybe do some light repairs or adjustments. Need to unhook a battery cable, or unscrew a cap, or fit a hose, or tie something up, duct tape something, electrical tape something. So not bad. A good little dollar store starter set. All right, let me know what you think. All right, so here's your joke, and this is a doozy. Anyways, there was this panda bear. He walks into a restaurant, orders a nice breakfast, sits down, eats his meal, and when he's done, the waitress brings the check over, lays on the table. Panda bear pulls out a gun, shoots the waitress, and walks out the door. And the cops show up, they arrest the panda bear, take him to jail. He's brought before the judge, and the judge starts to question him and says, why did you do that? And he said, the panda says, well, that's what pandas do. And the judge says, no, I don't buy that. He says, you ate a nice meal, the waitress brought it to you, and then you shoot her and walk out the door. Why'd you do that? And the panda says, come on, judge. He says, that's what pandas do. And the judge says, show me where it says that that's what pandas do. And the panda says, all right. He says, open up your dictionary under panda bear. And the judge opens up his encyclopedia and looks at panda bear. And under panda, it says, eats, shoots, and leaves.